We're back and getting straight to the point with a new podcast series. In this podcast series, we're covering Darren Hardy's Compound Effect. So you're probably thinking, what's in it for me listening to these podcasts? How about learning how to take control of your life, reach your goals, and push past your limits? Many of us wake up every day and say, today's the day. It's the day we tackle our monsters. We're going to lose that extra weight, get that promotion, and finally realise our dreams. And then we wake up the next day and say, maybe next week. But the problem isn't our goals, or ourselves, or even our attitude. The problem is our approach. Why do we think we can just wake up and snap our fingers and change everything? Not only is it unlikely to happen, it's also potentially dangerous. The compound effect offers another path. Build up momentum, make a plan, slowly change our bad habits into good ones, and tackle our personal limits. From the publisher of Success Magazine, the compound effect represents a concrete how-to guide for reaching your goals and becoming successful. After listening to these podcasts, you'll learn what Arnold Schwarzenegger's weightlifting technique can teach you about success, how to build up momentum like Michael Phelps, and why aiming for the quickest possible success can damage your health. So let's get straight into it and covering the first key topic from the book. Immediate results are less rewarding than steady improvement. Fast money and fast promotions, we're all looking for immediate results these days, but it's really long-term changes that produce positive differences and are far more rewarding. In this age of now, we eat fast food because cooking takes too long. We go on a quick fix diet plan to drop 20 pounds in a week and become restless if we're not promoted within a year. However, the more quickly we reach our goal, the bigger the consequences can be. It's not healthy to expect instantaneous results. When you don't lose those 20 pounds in 7 days, you might become disillusioned and think you never deserved a better life anyway. What you need to do is take little steps, because daily, small, positive actions are the secret to long-term success. Take Scott for example. Instead of trying to shed 20 pounds in a week, he cut 125 calories from his daily diet, listened to self-improvement recordings as he commuted to work, and walked a little extra each day. The result? In 31 months, he lost 15 kilos and even got a promotion and a pay rise at work. Using the compound effect means knowing that every decision you make creates your destiny, and that you must work consistently before you can experience success. Then, when you reach your goals, you have to maintain discipline if you wish to build on them. Or, your hard work will be for nothing. Think of those restaurants that become so popular that you have to wait ages to get a table. Then, they take their success for granted and stop doing what got them there in the first place. Then suddenly, the service and menus become lackluster and no one goes there anymore. It's crucial to avoid becoming dismayed when you don't see immediate effects and to ensure you keep generating good results. So, what are the keys to consistency? We're about to find out in the following podcasts. Today we're on to the second principle from the book. Transform your life goals into daily habits. Sometimes we don't want to admit it, but our choices shape our destiny, and we are responsible for what we do or don't do. Sometimes it's the seemingly insignificant decisions that prevent us from being successful. For instance, no one wants to become obese or declare bankruptcy, but these are the consequences of multiple poor but small choices. You're probably familiar with the situations where you find yourself scoffing a bag of chips, and after you finish the bag, you realise you've ruined a day of healthy eating. It's hard to admit that you alone are responsible for your actions. Maybe you think it's bad luck, but that's just an excuse for your poor choices. We can all be lucky. In order to be lucky, you just need to know how to spot good opportunities. You need to connect your decisions with the right motivation and clear goals. Because when you have defined goals, you can focus on them far more effectively. Your mind will start to see opportunities in front of you and you'll start reaching them. Remember the law of attraction. Like attracts like. Thinking about positive actions will draw positive things towards you. So, what are your goals? What makes you happy? Consider the areas of business, health, spirituality, family, and lifestyle, and note down all the attributes, behaviours, and characteristics you need to reach these goals, and try to apply them to your everyday life. This means cutting out old habits. List your bad habits so you can see when and where you act in a way that isn't good for you. For example, if you must eat something sweet after a meal, have some fruit or honey nearby for a healthier treat. It also helps if you're surrounded by people with similar goals to you, and if you have patience with yourself. In the following podcast, we're going to look into how routine keeps your momentum going. We're now on to the third key principle from the book. Create a routine to keep your momentum going. So we've learned that you take the first step to kickstart your success when you make the right decisions. But how do you maintain that habit? You use the big more. If you keep your healthy behaviour up for a long enough time, you'll fall into a natural, consistent rhythm. As you keep that pace, you'll start making the right decisions and start feeling unstoppable. That's the power of the big more, the big momentum. It's the most powerful driving force for success. Take swimmer Michael Phelps. His coach only let him finish training early once in 12 years, when he was allowed 15 minutes off so he could attend a school dance. But all that practice led to big more, culminating in 8 Olympic gold medals. To keep momentum rolling, your healthier behaviour has to be built into your daily routine. So, you'll need a plan. To keep momentum rolling, your healthy behaviour has to be built into your daily routine. Remember to be realistic and don't try to do everything in a short period of time. Instead, create a routine that enables you to ease into your new life. So, scrap the idea of hitting the gym for 2 hours every day. Going 3 days a week for 1 hour and sticking to it is far better. When building momentum, the length of time you work out isn't important. What matters is that you keep showing up. Next, eliminate situations that cause you to stray away from your goals. The media, for example, can have a negative effect on your energy without you even noticing. Commercials, news about war, and so on can wreak havoc on your attitude and expectations. Instead of tuning into the news, why not listen to an inspirational podcast or chat with someone you love? Finally, be aware of your environment. Sometimes you have to change it in order to fulfill your dreams. People too influence you significantly, so make sure you keep supportive folks around you to keep your momentum going. You get in life what you create. We're now on to the 4th key principle from the book. Embrace obstacles to accelerate your path to success. As you progress, you're bound to hit some personal limits. The question is, will you stop pushing or will you break through the wall? The wall of your discipline and routines represent the gap between your old self and your improved, stronger self. You'll find your new habits will compound and you'll change into a more successful person. So, when you come to the limit of what you think you can achieve, push through that limit to get quicker results and multiply your success. Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger's famous cheating principle for weight training. When you've reached the maximum number of lifts you can manage, lean back to access other muscle groups to support the working muscle. Doing this enables you to add 5 or 6 more reps to your set. Similar to pushing through your personal limits will only make you stronger. Picture a scenario in which you've come within 5 pounds of your weight loss goal, then hit a wall because of work stress. Remember, you already know how to be disciplined, make good choices and build momentum without your old self-destructive behaviour. So choose to push through and you'll find you won't just achieve your goal, you'll also be even stronger. It's always to your own benefit to push yourself a little more, go a little longer and prepare a little better. That's why Darren Hardy invests a great deal of time researching all he can about the companies to whom he gives keynote speeches to. The extra work he puts in is more than what's expected of him, and this makes his speeches extremely popular. So, if you want to put yourself ahead of others and your old self, you need to break through your own limits. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. So from this whole podcast series, I hope you take away this one key message. The keys to success are realising that you're responsible for your life, forming healthy daily habits, cultivating discipline, and pushing past your comfort zone. Getting to your goals at light speed can sometimes be detrimental, and is often not possible. Instead, steady progress and patience will get you where you want to be. So go out and prove that you're the boss.